Friends, this is me Shahid from MedicoCon YouTube channel, and today we're gonna share our first lecture, and it's all about cell cycle. So let's start. What is cell cycle? First, we need to know the concept of cell cycle. So for making new cells, cells undergo a sequence of events that's repeated over and over again. It's called cell cycle, right? So we just need to write it. What is cell cycle? The first thing we will write is, cells undergo a sequence of events. Cells undergo a sequence of events that's repeated over and over again. That's repeated over and over again. Why we need cell cycle? Because the old cells are maybe too old, they are worn out, and also maybe due to some cells damage or injury, we need cell cycle process because it's the renovation of cell. So for that purpose, and it's divided into, so here we need to write is divisions. Cell cycle is divided into two basic parts. This is cell cycle. It's divided into two basic parts. One is MPhase. Second one is interphase. Here M denotes, you can also think that it denotes mitosis, means cells division, where identical copies are formed, where the daughter cells have exact the same number of chromosomes as the parent cells have. So it almost takes about 30 to 60 minutes for completion, right? And yeah, generally it takes around, I can say it, it takes around, 2 hours of time. 2 hours. Interphase, let's come over here. So cell prepares itself. Here, what cells do? Cells prepare itself for division. Generally takes 18 to 20 hours. Generally it takes how many hours? 18 to 20 hours of time. So actually, after cell cycle is a kind of process, and it still prepares itself for the division, for the further mitosis process that's going on. So let's continue our lecture from here on. So let's move on. So what's new here is we're gonna discuss here is that interphase. We said that mitosis, cell cycle. This is what we know. Cell cycle has two phases. Let's repeat it again. MPhase. And number 2 is interphase. So interphase is further divided into 3 phases. G1 phase, S phase, and G2 phase. So let's go. It's so easy, guys. Don't worry how it's gonna complete. So G1 phase, here the G denotes what? Here you just need to think about it, don't think much. It denotes growth phase. Here growth occurs, growth of the cell occurs. So what happens is called growth occurs here in this phase. The first point you need to remember, growth occurs, just G denoted here is growth, right? Growth occurs here. Actually what happens is further cells grow in size but not divide, okay? Just the size of organelles and cells overall increase. And cells make histone proteins. Cells make histone proteins. And what further occurs? Organelles replicate. As I said, organelles replicate themselves. Cells enlarge in size. It takes around 10 hours of time. Oh god, it's pretty long process, 10 hours of time. Let's come over to the S phase. What is this phase? It's all about DNA synthesis. Here what occurs, I'm gonna write it with a different thing because here DNA synthesis start in this phase. S denotes synthesis. Remember, G denotes, S denotes what? Synthesis. G denotes growth. So DNA synthesis occurs in this phase. Okay. What else occurs? DNA replication, mean exact copies. DNA makes exact copies, and takes 9 hours of time. 9 hours of time. Oh, long time. Got it. Sorry. 9 hours of time. Got it. Let's come to the G2 base. What occurs here in the G2 base is ADP synthesis. Here occurs ADP synthesis, means adenosine triphosphate, which is energy currency, and tubulin protein synthesis. You know, microtubules are made up of proteins. Tubulin protein synthesis. And what occurs? That's all. So this is all about the cell cycle. Let's repeat it easily, quickly, in a quick way. I'm gonna tell you. I say, so that's what overall cell cycle. Yes, we want cell cycle. Cells undergo a sequence of events that's repeated over and over again. It's called cell cycle. Why we need cell cycle? Just because we need to make new cells, because the old cells may be worn out, may be damaged, may be due to entry, whatever. It consists of two basic phases: M phase, mean mitosis or division, whatever. Interphase, the second phase. So it takes 30 to 60 minutes for completion. Generally takes 2 hours. Interphase, cells prepares the cell for division here, and generally takes 18 to 20 hours. That's all. As I said, cell cycle is two basic phases. M phase, this is your M phase, this is your interphase. So as we discussed here, interphase is further divided into G1 phase, S phase, and G2 phase. Here G2, what G is saying you. G1 phase, G means growth, right? So growth of the cell occurs, just growth in size, right? Cells grow in size, cells make histone proteins, organelles replicate. It takes around 10 hours of time. S phase, S means synthesis. So DNA synthesis occurs here, DNA replication occurs here, and it takes 9 hours of time. Let's come to G2 phase, growth 2 phase. Actually, ADP, what happens with ADP energy currency? Why? Because for mitosis, for further cell division, we need energy. So energy, ADP, adenosine triphosphate synthesis we need here, and tubulin protein synthesis, which are also important for the production of microtubules. And microtubules, we know the spindle fibers arise from the microtubules here, like this. This is microtubule structure. So that's all, students. It's all about today's video, and let's see you in the next video. Hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe my channel. Thank you.